It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Christian Gonzalez, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Patriots and the Chargers on Sunday night primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this primetime contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got 2 quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are 2 of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody...
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. We stopped on the return of the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown-to-interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of L's.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? They're often the ones who make a postseason run.
May not have throw on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Herbert throwing right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go again with Stevenson. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Chargers take possession. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 3. Edwards got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable fourth down if you don't get the first.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Edwards. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal. Herbert now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
On first down, they'll start with Gibson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
May now from the gun. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 2-score game early. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He'll get this to Henry. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Christian Fulton the one to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Gibson here from the gun. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's May. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Deion Henley. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Running it again with Gibson. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Running for it with Stevenson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th down and 1.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go.
Trying to throw for it with May. They connect for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
May looking to throw. He's on the... And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Finding Hurst. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Throwing now, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st first and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The give inside to Gibson. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Man in motion here. The give inside to Stevenson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Made a throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's May. He brings it in. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. running behind center with Edwards. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Patriots and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. To the air on first down, May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's good for the Patriots. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. From midfield on second down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. This is going all the way to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. We've arrived at halftime with the Patriots in front after 2 here in Foxborough. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where you see the final score there. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to K. Scott and Brock Hewitt.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Stevenson with another carry. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. May now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. May now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
That's taken in by Henry. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Going play action, May. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Dump off to his fullback. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Herbert from the gun. Gets this to McConkey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Patriots returning their offense and this running back to the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He put some juice on it. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That goes for 36 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Herbert on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Trying it left side with Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running with Vidal out of the gun. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Herbert now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a lead just before the end of the third. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's May. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here's the pistol snap to May. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. May looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll try the right side with Edwards. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Here's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's May to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Derwin James picks it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
Patriots 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The 27-yard line.
From the 27. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
On play action, here's May. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Sticking with Edwards here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Idell trying this up the gut. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Completed to Hurst. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The New England offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Here's May. Looking right, and he finds him. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To the air yet again, May. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. Desperation time here on 4th. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Vidal. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running behind center with Edwards. And this one doesn't go far. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.